Hey yo, Shot's not here right now, but I still want to knock this interview out. Today I'm here with
Alise King.
Boom, and she's a talented singer. We're gonna get into her story. So, how'd you start off singing?
I started off singing, actually hearing my aunts and cousins sing at a barbecue. And I just wanted to imitate and do what they were doing. And I started just mimicking them and I found out I can sing. I was about 10 years old. Yeah.
For sure. And then, shoot, what song were they singing? Do you know?
They were singing older gospel song called Is My Living in Vain. They were singing Is My Living in Vain, and I started singing it, and then my mom came in the dining room and she heard me, and then after that it was over. She dragged me to every audition she could as a kid, and from there I started singing in church, and then after church it was school choir. I was in every choir, solo and ensemble, did every competition you can think of, and then in 2007 I stepped out in my own and started my career as an artist.
So, really, you started off in gospel. Uh,
Yeah.
you still in gospel?
I dabble from time to time, but I'm an R&B soul artist.
Church niggas hate you for that, don't you? They're like, you gonna stay with us or you gonna stay with us? They hate you for it.
No, I don't really get any flack about it because I did it when I was younger, but not as like once I got out of high school, it was all what I wanted to do. My mom couldn't, tell me what to sing no more, so I sung what I wanted to.
Some people say they go through that weird phase of cussing when they do their art and then cussing. You ever get that weird moment with cussing with your
Yeah,
parents?
I'm always very apprehensive about using profanity in my songs just because for one I'm a woman, but but yeah, and then having that background is always
Using profanity and being a woman?
I don't know, I don't like to cuss a lot. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so sometimes it come sometimes it come out. It come out.
I get you. And then let's talk about the independent route you took and why'd you take the independent route. Because I feel like we talked a little bit before.
Right.
You had
So
opportunity, I think.
right. So in 2007, I started singing with a band called HTS, and that stands for Hit That Shit, or it can stand for Healing to the Soul. I started singing with them as one of the four lead singers. It was four female singers. And then around like maybe 2012, no, about 2013, I ended up leaving that group and branching off into my own independently. It was really, really hard. And then I caught the attention of Olympic Entertainment, Motor City Casino, and George Clinton, and I got my first big break to open for my first major artist. And then from there, I landed my first contract, which was with Motor City Casino in Detroit, and I had that contract for 9 years. That contract just ended because they're no longer doing
Time
that.
out. As a shit as a broke artist, I want to know this shit. How the fuck what the contract look like? No host shit. Like I'm trying to get the game. Like shit, yeah, I'm trying to give it to y'all, and I'm trying to still get it.
So I have a minimum that I accept just for me, anything, and it has a comma. I'm just gonna say that.
It was a tour contract.
It was a residency contract for me and my band.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you think you need a band these days?
Oh, live entertainment is where it is. There's nothing like the energy, the feel, the camaraderie on stage. As an artist, I don't like to feel stuck in a box. I do covers and originals. The covers open the door for people to get to know who I am as an artist with my originals because you give them something familiar and then you share something new with them. So
Right.
that's how I kind of do that a little bit.
Let me talk about this because we were talking about before. It was about the like the business part.
Mhm.
Like I'm like at this moment I'm starting to do my BMI, my song trust, my sign. I thought that stuff was just gonna roll out. They was gonna keep knowing every time my
Nah.
name is in the system. Oh, I gotta do it. And I drop a lot of songs.
Yeah, you
You
have to
understand?
literally go into the system and fill all of that information out every single time, even with your live shows, whether you sing in karaoke, open mic, if you sing in any of your original music at any given time, that is a live performance. You jot that down and BMI pays you for your live performances. I performed today for my honey's art show. Guess what? I will be on BMI tonight, marking that down as a live show because I performed. And they pay you for that. As long as you have footage and proof of that, you're good.
Oh, you can upload it like
You
that?
could upload, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You
I honestly, like performing is like the
yeah.
one thing I hate about the industry. I ain't gonna hold you.
I used to be so scared, but I love performing. It's like I'm able to be myself. I'm very shy, but on the stage, I get to be loud and boisterous and unapologetic and just be, you know, me. So I love it. You'll grow love for it. You just have to find your niche, find your crowd, find your groove. Once you find that flow, you're gonna fall in love with it. Trust me.
I want to know about this in the industry. Which one do you like more, the streaming money or that performing money?
Oh,
If you have to choose one,
performing.
performing money.
Performing money is where it's at. Streaming, you make pennies. You can sell 500,000 streams and you're gonna get $50. Performing, I sing for 30 minutes and I make $2,000. And that's a deposit for what I charge. If it's my band, it's even higher. If it's me, whether they want me with tracks or they want a singogram or they want my band, you have to set the bar for who you are as an artist. You have to know what it is you bring to the table. There are some people that's gonna pay your price. There are gonna be some people that won't pay your price, and there are gonna be some people that pay you over your price. Those are my types of people.
I want to know this. This is the question I was really gonna ask. I'm just now learning this stuff, and I've been mixing and master. I was in high school. I was on my laptop mixing master a song. I was that type of sitting in class.
Okay.
And I'm just now figuring this stuff out. When did you get on the game of? Because you seem like you was in the game young, and you feel like you like. When did you get on the game of being like, oh, BMI, ASCAP, oh yeah, Song Trust, Sound Exchange?
So, my family is very musical. One of my cousins, his name is Murph Magic. He's a amazing producer. He's worked with Nick Speed, Dilla, all of those guys. Royce the 5'9". He's worked with everybody. He is the one who took me into his studio, recorded me, and told me about all of that stuff. Him and my aunt, who was one of my biggest sponsors. I learned about all of that through them. And then as I grew in the industry, I learned that the industry is 99.9% business and 1% music. It's 1% music, creativeness, and performing. It's all about business. If you don't know the business, you are going to crumble, crash, fall, and burn because people are going to use you, abuse you, run over you. You got to know your stuff. And you have to have a thick skin. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a real sweetheart. So a lot of people see that and they'll try to take advantage of your talents. Let me tell you something. I've never paid to perform. I will never pay to perform. You're gonna pay me to perform. Stop paying to perform. I had to say that.
Are you for real? You don't mess with the pay to perform people things like or something like that.
Why would I pay you to entertain your guests that have paid? They've paid $25 to come in here and hear me sing.
Gonna hate Curtis Crawford.
Why would I pay you for someone who paid to come see me sing? No, you gonna pay me. I've never paid to perform. And I do showcases and I don't charge any artist that has done my showcases. I don't charge them a thing. They perform for free. They get paid. They get food discounts. They get comps as far as plus ones. They get heavy promo. I would get those. You pay me $200 to perform 10 minutes. Nah.
Let me ask about this.
I've never done a crowd free kind. No disrespect to any of the platforms. I've never done
about Crowdfree?
Yes, I've never done any of those other platforms. And it's no disrespect, no shying away from how y'all get it. That's just my route. That's just something I couldn't do. I have a gift and a talent, and I know what it is I bring, and so I set a standard for myself. And if I am flexible on my standard for other people, they're gonna tell, "Oh, well, I got her to do it for free, so you can get her to do it for free." That's how it goes. But if people say, "Oh, she charged me $1,000," they're gonna know that in order to get Alise King, you got to at least come with $1,000.
Bro, even that, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, even on my camera tip, I'm trying to learn that like on that part because it's like I remember like when I used to come do a camera, like somebody there like paid me 150, 150 or however much they paid me. They paid me to take photos of them for the night, and then boom, I go there. But then I see other artists and I take photos of them, and then nigga pulled me to the side. He's like, bro, he just paid you 150 to take his photos. Why you just come here networking? I'm thinking, oh, I'm just networking. I'm like, nah, bro. It's like, nah. It's like you devaluing your worth when you do shit for free.
Yeah.
That's what I just realized. So then,
Yeah.
like, even me, I
Yeah.
stopped. I held back on a lot of like free work. A
Yeah.
lot of
Now there are some opportunities that I have done for free, like me as an artist, performing for charities. It's a tax write-off. If you're doing things for the community, it's a tax write-off.
word.
Listen, at the end, being an independent artist, you're always when you make money as an artist independently, these corporations they 1099 you. That means that you have to pay taxes yourself. So cool, if I do something for charity or something for free, I need a tax write-off, which means I can say I made X amount of dollars, and at the end of the year, I won't owe Uncle Sam $18,000.
They're gonna rate me in a minute, bro. Like I ain't had a job since like a minute, bro. They gonna rate me. I know I gotta get this shit right.
I have not worked a job since 2014.
Word.
And it is 2024, and for the last 10 years, I have taken care of myself solely off of my voice.
I think I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna call you guys like on some real shit. Like before they get my ass, I think by the end of this year I'm gonna be like a little bit well off. I'm gonna have to like actually.
I'll be honest. There have maybe been a few years that I got an actual return, but for the most part, if I don't owe taxes, I'm good with getting nothing, as long as I don't owe anything. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about it. I got band members to pay, but I keep my receipts for wig, bras, makeup, shoes, gas, lunch. You keep your receipts for all of those things and you mark that down. Those are tax write-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like that Mountain Dew. Guess what? That's a tax write-off.
Damn.
It's a write-off.
I read that shit in the bar. Got more tax exempts than the Pope.
Come on,
that's a good one though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
All right. So we talked about the industry. You talked about that, and then what do you think is the main, most important thing that you need to know in the industry?
The main, most important thing I think people need to know is don't be afraid to push. And when I say push, I mean most people are afraid of losing opportunities or raising their prices or challenging the norm because they're going to lose out that they don't push. I'm going to ask you 1,000,001 questions about my business because I don't want there to be any room for error or miscommunication. You can't say you told me this and I didn't know this because I'm going to ask you everything from A to Z and whatever other alphabets I make up. I'm very thorough with my business.
Not even gonna lie, we did that like earlier this year. We thought we was gonna be so set. We thought we had this one client. He's gonna give us $800 a month for to do a podcast for him, and then it was $800 a month or something like that. He's like, "No, that's $800 for the whole thing," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "That was our first contract. We had to get down." I was like, "Fuck no!"
But did you read the contract? Did you?
No, yeah, we read the contract. We had to make the contract after because we thought word to mouth. I was like 800, yeah, 800 per month, right?
Let me tell you something. Ain't no word of mouth. Let me tell in this business, it ain't no word to mouth. I don't trust nobody. Listen, we don't trust. I have been burned in this industry. You get it on paper. I don't want you to call me. Don't call me and we ain't talking about nothing. You text me, you email me, and then we can have a conversation. I'll talk all day, but I need it in black and white before we even go to anything. Here's my invoice. I require a 50% deposit to even finish this conversation. Before I sign my contract, you have to send me 50% of the price that I've quoted you. And then you can send me your contract or I'll send you mine and we can sign it. I got a deposit the other day for a festival I'm doing in June and I still have not signed their contract.
Crazy. All right. But let me
it's the brazy for me.
Let me get the nah, you moving on your shit. I ain't gonna lie. I went through the errors like last year. You wanna hear a funny ass story from last year?
Sure.
All right, so look, I was traveling around this like my first time I went crazy with it. And I was like, man, I got because I'm a nerd, but I just never stepped out and just did my dreams with the shit. So I always had the camera equipment, always had like all that shit. And then I was like, damn, all right, fuck it, let me just do it. South by Southwest. I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, I like the baby went there.
Okay, gotcha.
Dude called me up. He's like, hey, bro, we need a cameraman, bro. All the high quality ones, the hot top niggas, they booked. So I'm like, hey, bro, can you come down? Hey, can you come down? Can you come down? Can you come down? Can you come down? Boom. I thought I was going to make like 4,000 when I came down there. I'm like, oh, shit. I found my ass some money. Took that trip to Houston. Boom. I'm like, all right, boom, let me shoot this. and then I ain't do no contracts, and I was or deposits, and then that's how the whole trip went. And then I went from there to South by Southwest. I went from South by Southwest, Texas, Houston, all the way to fucking Miami.
Wow.
To Gainesville. My auntie stayed in Gainesville, Florida, and then boom, from there to Miami, and then all the way to Miami, all the way back to Detroit.
Wow. See,
I was so fucked up because the person in Gainesville didn't pick up the phone when I went to the city. I was so pissed, and then so it was just like I went through all the motions with that shit. So now I'm really on something.
No, you have to provide me with my flight, with transportation, with flight, ground transportation, hotel, per diem per day. Per diem is where they give you money for food. You want me, you got to feed me. I'm hungry. Okay? You don't want an angry artist. 2, again, you have to have everything written in stone. I need whoever I'm working with, I need their contact information, email, cell phone, pager, the payphone number that you next to your house. I need all of that information. Because at the end of the day, you spent your hard-earned money and you got effed over. And that happened to me a lot in the beginning. I was trusting, I wanted the opportunities, and
That happened to me
I
once.
I looked absolutely crazy, and I said never again.
Exactly, you get that. What?
Never again.
I say my story. So, what's your story? Like, what was your story? At least tell me one of them.
Oh Lord. Okay, so I signed a bold contract. I'm not gonna say with the company, but I signed a bold contract with the company, and they were supposed to provide me with free studio time, free merchandise, and they were going to help promote my shows. It was an actual record label, but anytime I would go to the studio, the producers were never in there. I would wait. One time I waited 6 hours for a producer and engineer to show up, and they never showed up. Okay. Then all of the merchandise that I had made up, they wanted a percentage of it, even though I had the merchandise made up. Any show that I did, they never booked me a show. I booked all of my own shows, and they wanted a percentage of all of my shows, but never booked me anything. No, thank you. They never booked me anything. And they were in breach of contract. So I read my contract thoroughly, and they were supposed to provide studio time. I wasn't supposed to pay for my own merchandise. They were supposed to provide videos and photo shoots and all of this and all of that. I end up paying for everything. So once I called them out on it, they were mad. They tried to send a guy after me, a lawyer after me. But again, I started teaching myself the business, and I was like, you guys are in breach of contract, so leave me alone. I don't want anything from you. I don't want no money. I just want you to let me out the contract. If not, I'm gonna sue you for $20,000 in punitive damages. And I haven't heard anything from them.
Crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Better than me, I would have name dropped them motherfuckers. On my mama. Hell nah. Look, in this industry, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta stop this P. Diddy, everybody getting fucked, not talking about it type shit. On
Listen,
my mama. But
well, it's for me. They're not worth me saying who they are because they don't matter to me. I was bigger than them now. Then I'm bigger than them now.
So you think about some Drake shit? Like, I don't even.
I listen. If I'm an independent artist, would I love to have a big machine behind me? Absolutely. But right now, I'm good where I am. I'm able to walk in my purpose, do what I love, and take care of myself. I'm able to pay my bills and still have. Oh
yeah, that's why I'm looking at you like a fucking gem. No bullshit. Yeah. And just make sure that that sunlight just ain't there.
Yeah.
All right, but
and it's trust me, it's hard. You have your ups and your downs. You have your dry spells. You have your droughts. You have all of that.
Let me ask you this though, real quick. What's the being a woman in the industry? Do you think it's harder or easier being a woman in the industry?
I think being a woman in this industry, I think it's harder. I get most people probably think because I'm a BBW or big girl, I don't get hit on the sexism.
That tall nigga?
Listen.
Tall nigga out there, Ashanti? Love big girl. She got a big girl that's so mad at him right now. On my mama. There's some tea. We got a big girl that's mad at him so much. All right, let's play a joke. Let's play a joke on Ashanti when he come here. Tell him Venus told me about you. Say Venus told. You know Venus?
I know Venus.
Venus told me about you. She said stop fucking with her. Say that, and he gonna get so scared. He's so scared of that girl right now.
Listen.
And you know what the thing is, Rusty? This is what the thing was. I think it was here. It was an open mic here.
Okay.
Open mic here. Venus was doing something, and I think they like each other, or they did the little thing. So I think they like each other, did the thing. So she was doing a poem, and then I was on my video camera vlogging.
Well, no, maybe I don't know that Venus, because the Venus I know is married.
Nah, that's that Venus.
Okay,
She
that
Venus. She like 20 something.
Oh no, I don't know this Venus.
But still messing with me.
Okay, I'll tell him. But yeah, you get hit on a lot. I'm a woman with a lot of confidence. I wear what I want to wear. I don't shy away from showing whatever I want to show. I don't care how big or small that I am. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dress, I'm gonna step, I'm gonna look good, smell good, all of that. Okay. And you get hit on a lot. And a lot of people, I've had rappers try to take advantage of me in the studio.
That shit, wow.
I've had producers try to take advantage of me in the studio. I've had people, want to work with me, and then they'll slide in my DM, oh, you this, oh, you that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's work.
Yeah, let's work. But I want to, and it's just like, ew. Like, no.
Let's work. And he's paying.
Right. It's just like, nah, bro. So
that's one thing. That's one thing I pride myself on in the industry. Mm-hmm. I feel like every woman I mess with, I feel like I'm gonna be that nigga. I feel like I'm gonna be Drake a little bit. Every bitch I fuck on or I like, she's not gonna be in the industry. Mm-hmm. Cause I feel like every woman I mess with in the industry, mm-hmm. like I'm working with them, right. Doing some shit with them. Right. Like, even with this, I'm doing collabs with you, like right. To me, that's how I think about it. Right. So, now, it's okay to compliment a woman and say, oh, well, you're beautiful, or I like the way you sing, or I like the way you look, or any of that. But going to... Men, don't do none of that shit. Listen, you want to come into somebody DM talking about what you want to do, this and that and the other, even when you know she's taken, they don't give a damn. They don't care. Man, I'm telling y'all. And they gonna deny it till they blue in the face, especially if it's a big girl, because let the world find out that you're crushing on a big girl. They really, oh Lord. Yeah, we ain't fucking with none of that. They really be trying to act all funny, like y'all know we it's. We ain't messing with none of that behind the closed door type shit. Listen, on my mommy. Listen, I ain't worried about none of it. I'm spoken for. You in Detroit? Yes, I'm in Detroit. Who is female artist? Top female artist you fucking with? Who you fucking with? In Detroit or period? Like in Detroit, I want to talk to me. I think this is what I think in Detroit. This is what I think is popping. I like Tay Dior. And I ain't gonna lie, I like the women that don't show their asshole. They ain't got their asshole, they ain't got that body and shit, or just give me good vibes. I like these women. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm becoming more, as I'm getting into the industry more, I'm becoming a little bit more biased. I gotta fuck with you. Right. If I meet you and you an asshole, right. Turn off. I like Tay Dior, Kayla Wine. Who else? Tay Dior, Kayla Wine. And then those are the only two like I see that can really do some shit. Other than that, well, I don't even know. For me, because I think I'm from a different circuit as far as artistry in Detroit. I have to give it to Angela Davis. I have to give it to Beth Griffith. I have to give it to Carla Pace, Brittany B. Hayden, Nanette Lachey, Ava J. I so many women I can name that are out here and just wrecking it. Like, when I say wrecking it, I mean they are doing the dang thing. I mean, I just performed at the draft, at the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of different artists from Detroit that were chosen. Angela Davis was the artist that sung the national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, for the draft. I was one of maybe 12 bands that was chosen to perform for the NFL official tailgate. You don't get that by, not putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the live music scene in Detroit is massive. It's massive, and it's full of massive beasts. So yeah. Other than that, got that. You believe in zodiac signs? Yes. I fucks with the zodiacs. What's yours? I'm a Gemini. All right, what does that impose? What does that entail? I don't know nothing about it. Everybody got their own take too. When people automatically hear Gemini, they act like crazy. Yeah, but the crazy Gemini is the June Gemini. I'm May 23rd. I'm like on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini. I don't give
I don't give crazy. I'm the sweetheart. I'm the emotional one. I'm very sensitive. I'm a crier. But if you keep on messing with me, then the other side will come out. But it takes a lot for the other side to come out. And it's not anger, it's built up hurt for
That's
me.
what crazy girls say. I know I'm not that interviewer that be like just yes man the shit out of you. That's what crazy girls say. Everybody pay attention.
It's rare. It's rare that it comes out because I have a shield up. So and I have boundaries. And once you cross my boundaries, I'm good on you. Like I would say this about us Geminis. Our don't give a fuck is lethal. Like we will not care. When we don't care, and it's gonna hurt.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I ain't gonna hold you. My mama one of them. She got her CPL. Yeah. She type okay. I'm
a lot to get, but I'm also a lot to lose.
She'll okay you to death, and then boom, it'll be okay.
I don't have nothing to say, just
okay, and then boom. And just that, what the fuck? And she was like, nah, I told you leave me alone. Right. Be calm until that shit come out.
Like, okay.
Mom was the same way. Halfway crazy.
Like for me, if I'm crying while I'm yelling, run. Run. Because that means you really hurt my feelings, and I want to square up at that point.
So you started off with your uncles and aunties watching gospel, and then brought you all the way here. Mm-hmm. It's pretty dope.
And I've worked with every artist from George Clinton and Parliament Funk, Aretha Franklin, Kelly Price, 702. I've worked with Drew Hill. I've worked with Next. I've worked with Shantae Moore, Shaka Khan.
I want to ask you this: the studio. Do you think? What do you think about the studio in the new age days? You said 2014. Yeah, you done been through it. So, do you think you still need to go to the studio, or do you think just what's your process? Do you knock that shit out at the crib, or do you go to the studio?
So, what I do is I have my own home studio. I've taught myself how to record and do all those things. So I build my skeleton in my home studio. That way I won't waste so much studio time. So I build my home studio, I lay my vocals, I get my vocal arrangement down. That way, once I get there, I know what I'm doing. And then after that, I'll let my engineer know, like, hey, I'm ready to come in and lay these vocals. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Cool. I prefer to sing in the dark.
Bro?
Yes.
What's up?
Because for me, I love singing with my eyes closed. But on stage as a performer, I can't because I have to engage. So in the studio, that's the one place I get to do it. So bring the lights down. Let me sing my heart out with my eyes closed. And you're going to get some stuff that is just astronomical that I didn't even expect to come out of my voice.
What's your family look like? Are you married? You got kids?
I'm not married. I don't have children. I am spoken for. Yeah.
That's a classy ass lady that says some shit like that. Y'all bitches better learn. Y'all hoes better learn. I'm taking for it. You got a man? Hey, I got a man. No, that's ratchet. I'm taking for it.
Yes, I'm spoken for.
I'm spoken for.
Yes. I have a partner that takes very good care of me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all of the leaves in between. That's my partner that you're about to interview.
Oh yeah. Yes. I'm like brand new.
Yeah. My best. Yeah, that's my partner.
So boom. Thanks. All right. Other than that, what do you think about the whole Diddy situation? Out of curiosity.
I don't really follow gossip like that. To be honest, I don't really know a lot about the situation. I try to protect my mental health, and I don't allow junk. Just like you don't allow junk to sit in your email, I don't allow junk to sit in my mind. So I don't really care.
Be honest with
you. I don't.
Is it a point of too much money to make in this industry, you think? Or do you think you're trying to just reach its limits?
For me, I want the wealth, but I don't want to be. I won't say I don't want to be like because I'm already rich. I'm already rich. I was born rich. I don't want to I don't want the money to overshadow my mission and my purpose. And my purpose is to share my gift with the world. No matter the stage or whatever perks come with it, great. But I want to be able to take care of myself and my family and not have to worry about those stresses of the world. but I don't want to be overly just rolling in it because a lot comes with that. A lot comes with that. Like a lot of people don't realize all of the issues that come with having massive amounts of money. I want to be comfortable. I want to be good. I don't want to have those worries, but I don't want to be like just stinking, filthy, funky. No, I don't.
What do you want to travel to that you haven't traveled to yet?
I want to travel to like Grand Turks and Bali, places like those. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Africa. Um, I want to visit London. I want to visit all of those places. I had an opportunity to perform in London twice this year. But
You,
scheduling, I couldn't because people had already got to me for certain dates with contracts.
I'm not even joking. You seem like you see it. You seem like they're gonna pay for me too. Shit, hell yeah, that shit's $600. I'll tell you, I'll go to that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I looked up the plane flights. The plane flights from here to London is like
Yeah,
600. So I do
yeah,
that shit. No
yeah.
shit.
Listen,
Come on,
yeah.
I ain't joking. All right, but look, which one of those have you visited already? Have you visited? Where have you visited? What's the best place that you have visited?
The best place I visited so far. I don't really know.
Mine is Miami. Bad bitches
I would
everywhere.
say Palm Springs, California. I had an amazing time in Palm Springs. I had an amazing time in Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Those are my top three. Those are my top three that I would visit anytime. I had a blast.
What's up? What's the reason?
Jamaica, it was just fun. I got to let my hair down. I love the atmosphere, the food, the dancing. The same with Puerto Rico. Just learning about the different cultures, the different foods, the diversity of it. It was everything for me. And Palm Springs, I just felt at home with that one. They were very welcoming. I think that was the first time that I tried an edible that I didn't know it was an edible. It was a chocolate bar, and I was being a big girl, and that chocolate bar was so good. And I was like, I can't take this on a flight. And my roommate at the time didn't tell me it was an edible, and I ate the whole chocolate bar before the flight, and I was high as hell on the plane home. I'm talking about like, yeah, like who gives a client, they gave us like, it was like liquor and edibles in a room. We was performing. And I was just like, oh, we got chocolate and liquor. But I didn't know it was edible.
What type of shit? What type of shit? What type of high person are you? I feel like you the type to go to sleep. What
So
you doing?
I don't indulge in getting high or drinking. I will have a shot here and there. We're celebrating. I have done an edible here or there before. I've had some horrible experiences with edibles, which is why I don't do them. I don't.
What type of person are you? Are you energized? Are you sleepy? Are you?
I am giggly. I'm gonna crack jokes. I'm already a very funny person, but I'm gonna crack jokes. I'm gonna laugh, or I'm gonna go to sleep. That's it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me get something else. That's one really big question. I have to go. I'm gonna let it come back to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Shit. Hey. My mama and my fucking auntie. I got a whole fucking side of family big girls. What you
Okay.
eating on?
Huh?
What you eating on? What's your favorite foods?
My favorite food, I would have to say, hmm, mm, right now, I'm a real Southern woman. Right now, I would say it's probably neck bones with some no, it'd probably be turkey legs with some great northern beans and some cornbread and some cabbage. Yeah, I'm real South.
That's some southern shit.
Get a little collard greens, yeah.
That's some southern shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
You got to put the green peppers and the onions, in there. I'm telling you.
Greens?
No, in the beans for the flavor.
For sure. I like the. I ain't gonna lie. I like the honey. I like sweet beans. No shit.
Okay.
All right, but just let me ask you, what's your best song?
My best song, as far as my best original song or cover?
Original.
My best original song.
And why?
I would say a lot of people would say it's probably You Don't Know Love or Love Drunk, but I would have to say I'm torn in between Sober and Good Old Days. Good Old Days, I wrote it about my childhood, growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You getting wet with fire hoses, you getting penny candy, you sitting on the porch playing rock teacher, what time is it? Red light, green light. You know what I'm saying? I wrote that about that, back when you had paper food stamps and not the orange card. That's what that song is about the good old days when you don't have to worry about all of the craziness going on in the world and neighbors actually were cool with each other and not feuding and things like that. That's why that's one of my favorite songs. And then I have off my most recent EP, I have Sober. Sober is a song where I'm actually being vulnerable in my artistry and talking about the things that I've been through in my life and where I was at a point in my life where I was so low. I didn't want to be here anymore, but I realized that people don't get to do that to me. They don't get to take me from me. So I had to detox people, detox things and situations, and I had to send myself in a mental rehab and get back to me, to loving me and treating me the way that I wanted to be treated. So those are my two favorite songs.
That's crazy. Do you read any books?
As of lately, I have not. I'll be honest. I have not been up on my reading game.
What books have you read? What's your best book that you read?
Honestly, as of lately, it would be my sister-in-law's poetry book called I Love Myself More, and her name is Galaxy. She's a dope poet. Follow her on Instagram at simple.dot Galaxy.
What's are you voting this year?
Am I voting this year? I really don't know.
I'm trying to entice every nigga to vote, like on my mama.
Yeah.
The reason why these gays get shit done, they fucking vote, bro. Black people vote. We can get shit done.
Yeah.
Like I'm on my mama.
I vote every year. But I need to see what's going on. I'm trying to stay up on what's happening, what's going on, and all those things.
All I know is niggas going to jail. Like mama. No, I'm dead serious. All I know, yeah. I'm getting in tune with it. It's, let me get you a little help. I know Alicia Dyer is running for sheriff. Alicia Dyer or Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is a black dude. Okay. He runs with the people that's in there right now. Okay. So he's a cool dude. She's a cool lady. Okay. Either way, you're gonna be good. Alicia Dyer, she's trying to do some new stuff. And she was like, I was talking to interviewing a cover rapper. She said she was actually the rapper. She was actually the one in the hood actually taking the kids. Nice. She took the kids from the hood. Nice. Also, like to Buffalo Wild Wings. Nice. So yeah, Alicia Dyer, and then we got Derek Jackson. Other than that, what do you think? Why do you think it's important to vote?
It's not only is it a right that we fought for, our voice matters. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people try to silence us. A lot of people don't think that we understand policy and politics. I would just say educate yourselves. They mean what they say when they try to put something in a book. They don't think we're going to read it, so they try to get one over our heads because of how we look or the environment that we live in or the stigma of who we are as a culture. Prove them wrong. I don't allow anybody to put a label on me, so it is very important to exercise your right.
It's a lot of small shit. Like I'm telling you, I'm getting into it. Like everybody I interview, that's like my last question I'll be asking.
For sure.
Like I'm on everybody's head about
right.
Like
for sure.
My gift just for that.
Exactly.
Like the shit. This is what's really going on right now. Alicia Dyer, she talks about it.
Okay.
White man, same crime.
Right.
2 years.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of niggas. 20 years. Yeah. 30 years. 40 years.
Trust me, I know.
So it's just like that shit. We gotta stop that shit. I'm telling everybody. I advise everybody to go talk. When you vote this year, which you should register to vote, everybody go see fuck whoever running for president or fuck all that shit. Give a fuck about them judges.
Yeah.
Them politicians.
Yeah.
Them judges.
Yeah.
Worry about the sheriff, Alicia Dyer.
Yeah.
The one for Washington County. That's the one I know from my city. Learn who the fuck is in your city running shit.
Yeah. For sure.
Other than that, stop calling.
That's the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, I'll see y'all later.